Right, on today's video, we're going to be taking a look at these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures from the 1990 film. Now, off the bat, obviously, as you've seen with the thumbnail and the title, these are bootlegs. And I picked these up for like £19 all in. And obviously, when you break that down, that's like £4.75 per figure, which at that price, honestly, curiosity got the best of me. I wanted to see how close a bootleg NECA figure is compared to the real thing. Now, I haven't actually seen these specific figures, but I've had plenty of NECA Ultimate. I know what the quality control is like. I know what to expect from NECA basically. And yeah, like I say, for £4.75, I mean, even the fact they come in a box is a miracle. Let's be honest, because that is an insane price for four figures, like copying NECA with that much like accessories and stuff. I don't know how these are being sold for £4.75. It's quite wild, to be honest. But off the bat, they're not too convincing, I don't think. I can spot plenty personally. And I watched other reviews, and other reviews were saying like these were a viable option, and if you didn't want to spend the full NECA price, because that's like a £200 set off NECA. NECA are around £45-50 per ultimate, which is wild to me. I that's the reason I don't collect NECA no more, because I just don't see the value in it. I think NECA should be around 30 to like 35. I think that's the price point where I'm comfortable buying a NECA figure. After that, though, I don't see the value in £50. I've got to be honest. I think that's a bit nuts, to be fair. And I think that is only like comic book shops and stuff that sell that, because if you shop around online and you get them when the pre-order comes out, you can pay like £38. So after delivery, it's still in the 40s though, and that's just a little bit daft for me, because like I say, I don't personally see NECA in that price range. I just don't, man. But yeah, the flip side to that is these aren't a viable option, because it's just not. I don't know, man. The worst thing is, like, when they got delivered, I didn't get that new figure feeling. Like, I got nothing out of it. I just opened them. They look quite cool. And I was like, oh, sick. That's the 1990s Turtles. That's cool, man. And that was about it. I didn't get that new figure feeling, which obviously, let's be honest, that's why we all collect stuff. Like, like unboxing the stuff is half the thing, and let's be honest, it's exciting. You want to see how it looks, and hopefully it lives up to expectations and all the rest of it. And this was, I got 0, and obviously it was because I knew it was bootleg. So yeah, man, I just didn't feel like I was buying a collectible. So this personally wouldn't be a viable option for me. But do you know what? If you've got kids who are into turtles and they're going to play with them and that, I think that's the only way these are a decent pickup, because yeah, like I say, that's £200 worth of NECA figures there. And obviously if kids are just going to play with them and treat them like actual figures, then, and they're not collectibles, then I can see them being a better option personally. But other than that, I don't really see it. But yeah, we'll take a look at them all, have a look at the boxes and stuff, which the box is quite funny. I'll point it out in a bit. It's a bit lazy on the bootleggers part. But yeah, let's get into it and take a look. Right, so we'll start off with the box quickly, and I just wanted to point out the box looks sound the whole way around, really. It is what it is. Some of it's a little bit pixelated, but for the most part, it's fine. However, firstly, that's very pixelated, I think. It's not the best, but when you look up a little bit more, it says Leonardo, it says the correct turtle everywhere except the right up. They've used Michelangelo's, they've just copy and pasted that onto everyone. So no matter what turtle you get, the right up bit is Michelangelo. But other than that, all the boxes are actually pretty solid, to be fair. Right, so this is them out the box. And off the bat, I'll do the accessories on one of them, because they're all exactly the same. You get a pizza, a bandana, the weapons for each turtle, and the hands, which hands are actually not too bad, to be honest. But the gripping hand, I had to cut each one on the left side so that they could hold the weapon. So they were glued together, so they had no give whatsoever, so you couldn't get the weapons in the hand. So I had to basically, yeah, you can see it there. You can see where I've cut there on the hand. Right, there. I just had to saw it open. And I thought the shells were glued on wrong. And the only one I think is wrong. Well, Michelangelo's isn't the best placement, but Raphael's is completely fucked. You can see it there. It's like off and everything. I think the best one is Leonardo. I think Leonardo's proper. It looks fine. It's solid. Um, Raphael and Michelangelo, I don't think the shell placement is quite right. And Donatello's is fine. But I've looked at the actual NECA releases, like I've watched actual reviews of these, and I think the shell placement is a little bit dodgy. It's not as bad as that by any means, but I'm pretty sure the shell placement is a little bit dodgy anyway. And this is head sculpts on a lot of them. And yeah, yeah, that's another flaw on Raphael. Like you can see the seam line, but you can see as well, like the joints are so loose, just like really loose on them, on the legs. You do stand up and all the rest of it, but yeah, man, you've kind of got to ask yourself, are they worth £4.75? They probably are, aren't they? Let's be honest. But is it something you should be collecting? Probably not. It doesn't make much sense, I don't think. I think if you really want these, you just go and pay out and get the actual release. But the only one I'd say is actually convincing is Leonardo. I do think Leonardo is really good. To be fair, I think that's easily the best one. That kind of does just look like the NECA release. Um, but I think I can spot flaws in the other three. But like I say, mainly Michelangelo and Raphael. I think they are the worst ones, I think. And Donatello, have a look at him. Yeah, I mean, I don't know because I haven't got the real figures. I don't know if that gap should be that big. That seems quite big though. You know, the gap between the legs and the shell. That does seem quite big, to be fair. And I'm pretty sure Raphael's got a horrendous. Yeah, the paint job there is terrible, man. Absolutely dreadful. Yeah, look at that. Just a random fucking. It doesn't even go right to the shell. But yeah, man. That's how they're looking anyway. So I didn't do a proper in-depth review just because I didn't want to go through every figure because this would be about a 40-minute video, I think. I don't think it's worthy of that, to be fair. So I did just want to show the difference. Well, not the difference because I haven't got the original, but I just wanted to show what the quality control was like on a bootleg, which obviously saying that as a sentence, it's kind of self-explanatory and there's no quality control whatsoever. So, but yeah, if I had to actually stand by one and say I wouldn't mind that in my collection if I bought that and found out or whatever, I think Leonardo's pretty solid, to be honest. I think Leo looks about as good as the NECA release. So that's the most convincing, like by a mile, to be honest. But yeah, so something a bit different. Like I say, I won't be collecting fakes, so this will be the last bootleg you see on my channel, obviously. But yeah, at that price, curiosity just got the better of me, and I was intrigued to see actually what it'd be like. And I've got to say, I mean, you can't say it was disappointing because of the price I paid, but it's not really anything to get excited about, is it? Let's be honest. Like, you take a look at them, it's not something you'd be really happy to have in your collection, really. I think these will probably just end up in my daughter's toy box. I reckon she'll just end up playing with them. Because she's getting into the turtles now, and she was pretty psyched when I showed her these. So maybe these just go to my daughter and she can mess around with them. Because yeah, I do still think though, if you've got a kid who wants Turtles figures like this film, which I don't know how likely that is, but if they want that iteration of the Turtles and they're just going to play with them, I don't think that's a bad option. And again, I'm not trying to endorse bootleg because, you know, it's shit in it, let's be honest. But I think other than that though, if you're an actual collector, would I recommend these? Definitely not. Because yeah, it just felt shallow. It just felt empty. And like, empty sounds so dramatic, but it just felt like you didn't get that new figure feeling whatsoever. It was just more shite turned up at the house basically. um, but yeah, nice one for checking the video out. If you did enjoy it, like and subscribe to the channel, share it around. Let me know in the comments what you think of these and how many other fuck ups you can spot, because I'm pretty sure I've missed quite a lot because it wasn't the most in depth. But honestly, man, I kind of don't think you deserve a 40-minute review. Like, I just don't. I don't think anyone would watch it anyway, to be honest. Actually, the one thing I will point out is these nunchucks are sick, because they use like actual wire, so you can kind of bend them. Which obviously that's a copy of the actual neca, so neca need applauding for that, obviously. Well, neca need applauding for effort and good out of these because it's their figure, but I do really like that wire design with the nunchucks. That's sick. And all the accessories look cool as well. There's the little pizza. That looks exactly the same. Then you've got that bandana, which I have got that bandana, like the fighting bandana on Leo. But yeah, nice one for checking the video out. If you did enjoy it, like it, subscribe to the channel, share it around. That'd be massively appreciated. And I'll see you on the next one in a bit.